There's a whole bunch of old walls, parts of the fort right here. I'm actually standing on top of one of these concrete barrier walls that are going all the way around. But to go inside of this one right here, it looks to be some kind of hole in this hollow one. See what's in it. I guess this is what's left of one of these underground bunkers. It's a solid concrete wall, all four sides with a solid concrete roof. It's a bunch of rebar and steel all over the place. And looks like some type of tar. It's rolled out all over this thing. We've got a whole bunch of old walls all the way around us here, and one a little bit further out. There's a gun turret right over here. Right here. Could you imagine the gun that used to be right here in this spot? It could shoot all the way out and around off of this point and protect all of Pensacola Bay. You can see all the way out into the Gulf of Mexico right here behind me. All these barrier walls right here for protection. What a cool old fort. I love foraging. This right here is some wild rosemary that I found growing on Fort McRee. I have a steak to cook tonight on the solar cooker, and we're gonna put this herb to good use. Here it is growing in the wild right here. Well, here's the old battery door. And I don't mean a 12 volt. This is where they used to keep all the ammunition. This thing is pretty rock solid. It looks like it's sealed tight too. Open sesame. Hey man, open the door. It's me, Dave. I guess Dave's not here, man. Hey, little dude. Just chilling. Here's another one of these great big turrets. So the sign said that this is where they kept two 8-inch cannons back in the day. So imagine one of them was mounted right inside of there. And the other one looks like it was mounted right over here. What a place to have served, I could only imagine. Back in the day, looking out from here. Protecting these United States and all of its citizens from this beautiful place. I got over here and I realized that where these two 8-inch cannons are at, this is one solid bunker up underneath us. All of this concrete all the way back here is one great big bunker. And I imagine it ties back into the battery that is covered up into that hill. That's where the metal doors are for the battery. But check this out. What's down there? Makes you want to know. Well, don't mind all the polluters. It's a pretty sad thing, but let's go down this rabbit hole and see what's in this foxhole. It's mostly filled in with dirt. That's crazy. How much trash people just throw away. But this whole place here, at one point, all of this would have been hollow. I imagine this ramp goes down to deflect any shells coming in. This wall goes all the way around the fort. A lot of it's covered up with sand over the years, but I imagine it was a lot further down than the 3.5 to 4 feet that it is currently. Coming up on the corner right here. Oh, there's an osprey. That osprey has a fish. Watch out for that guy. He'll get you. Look at the thorns on that thing. I don't even have a clue. Maybe some type of beacon or lighthouse or something. I don't see any way for anybody to get up there. This is the wall facing shore. It's a lot higher than the side that's facing the water. It's probably about 5.5, almost 6 feet on the back side. The front side was only about 3.5 or 4. Wow, this place was so armed, it was crazy. I couldn't imagine somebody trying to attack the United States from Pensacola. Here's another turret right behind us, and this thing is huge. I mean, they're probably 18 or 20 feet across, if I had to guess. And this is right here behind all of the other guns, and right next to where those two 8-inch cannons are located, underneath this concrete bunker right here. This place was fortified to the teeth. We have this huge cannon or gun that was mounted right behind us. There's one on each side of the battery. We just saw one that's about 20 feet across where the turret was. And then here's the back door for the battery. It is solid. This thing is so big. Imagine back in the day, they would have been throwing artillery shells from offshore. Planes could have been coming through trying to drop some bombs, but that wouldn't have been, too good 100 or 200 years ago. And so this day and age, we have bunker busters that one of them would just come right through here and destroy this whole thing, just one. And back in the day, I imagine this would have taken a full-on armada of an assault to attack the United States through Pensacola. Looks like it might be a bolete. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We got some mushrooms to go along with that steak tonight. This is a bolete mushroom. You can tell by the spongy gills underneath the bottom. They don't have straight gills like regular mushrooms. Man, these bunkers are all over the place. Is that an old man of the woods? It looks like an old man of the woods. I may have to get in there and check that dude. If this is an old man of the woods, it's going to have a porous bottom, just like boletes do, because it's a bolete. Well, that is a score on the old man of the woods. This is a very choice edible bolete mushroom that we found down in the bottom of one of these bunkers. They love dark little spots with lots of moisture. Lord have mercy. We found an open door. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in here? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Oh, this is live. We are inside of the battery. Looks like a ventilation shaft over there. Wow, it'd be easy to get lost in here. Gotta watch where you're going to with this. In the world. This is probably asbestos on the ceiling too. Oh, we're back in this main hallway. This thing is ginormous. I mean, the people that have come in here and put the artwork is good. Hello. Oh, there's the one door on the one side. Ah, just imagine what this thing was filled up with back in the day. It's like rooms upon rooms. There's one of the doors that we found locked. SpongeBob. Of course. And there's the third door. We are currently on top of the battery where they stored all of the ammunitions. This is a big, huge bunker. I just walked up through the backside and found a door that goes in. So I found 3 doors total. 2 of them are locked and 1 of them is open. What a place to protect America. We are literally standing underneath of the bunker. This is a pretty interesting rock here at Fort McRee. I probably wouldn't have noticed this during the daytime, but this evening, while I was filming, the first thing I noticed was this name that says Cameron Point. And then I noticed this place. Somebody took a long time to do that. My friend, I hope you've enjoyed exploring this piece of American naval history with me today. Thank you to all our veterans and all who serve. Remember who you are and where you are from. You are a child of God from the kingdom of heaven. Get out on an adventure and see God's wonders. Peace. Be strong. Be fearless. The kingdom of heaven fights for you. Love, Michael.